What's up, guys? I'm here at insanely beautiful Santorini. Just reminding you to subscribe for some more nice travel content. Enjoy the video, guys. We ate at 16 different tavernas in the Ayia Napa area and we rated them all. Watch all videos to see which one we liked the best. The next restaurant we ate at was a restaurant called The Olive Tree. Been wanting to try that restaurant for a while now, and I finally did.
Uncle, what was your low points?
My low point, Milton, was the small falafel ball. Falafel bun. I don't know why I ordered that bun. It sucked. It was dry.
I also remember them being kind of bad. Or very bad.
But Hugo, did you have a low point?
I didn't have any low points, I believe. I mean, most of the food was... Some of the food was average.
I totally agree with Hugo. There wasn't any clear low points. The food was average. It wasn't any dish that tasted bad.
Okay, but guys, did you have any high points?
One high point for me was the garlic bread. The garlic bread tasted similar to the garlic bread at Wild West.
And one high point for me was the fried camembert cheese. I love cheese, but basically it was kind of cheating because I know that camembert, it tastes good everywhere, and even here.
The biggest high point for me was the salmon rolls in some... I don't know, it was some kind of mayonnaise or something. It was very good.
Okay guys, what about the rating?
I gave Olive Tree a 8.5 out of 10.
And I also gave the Olive Tree a 8.5 out of 10 points.
I gave them 8 out of 10 points.
And that leaves Olive Tree with 24.5 out of 30 points. And that is the average of 8.2.
Where did you eat at next?
We ate at Napa Milano. It was a small, cozy from the outside restaurant in the central of Ayia Napa. Has gotten very good reviews on TripAdvisor.
Actually the best in the whole family.
Well, there you go. So of course we decided to try it out. Hugo, what was the low point for you?
The low point for me was definitely my ravioli. It was so bad. It was cold and I don't think it was cooked through enough or something, but it wasn't good at all.
So what was the low point for you, Remy?
The low point for me was the service. They was very confused. They gave us the wrong things and...
Yeah, I agree with Remy. I tried to order the zucchini courgettes. They didn't have them. And I also tried to order the freshly squeezed orange juice. Was very pumped to have a nice beverage. And they also didn't have that on the menu. Oh, sorry, they had it on the menu, but they didn't have it in the restaurant. And that was definitely the low point for me. Bad service, and they pretty much lied to me on the menu.
Okay guys, what did you think about the high points?
Yeah, Milton, the high point for me, this is actually kind of twofold because they were very confused, as Remshu said. So I ordered this mussel saganaki, right? And to me, mussel saganaki is like a nice saganaki with cheese and tomatoes mixed up with mussels, of course. And instead I got the mussel served by itself and the saganaki with cheese and tomatoes in another bowl separately. Hello.
Feta saganaki.
We took mussel saganaki.
You don't want this one?
No, we took mussel saganaki.
Instead, yes, no problem. Muscle saganaki.
Is this mussel saganaki?
Yes, yes. So you don't need this one, yeah?
Uh-huh. Oh, we thought it was with cheese, saganaki cheese.
No, it's muscle saganaki and the feta saganaki.
But actually, the one bowl with the saganaki cheese and tomatoes, it was actually kind of good. So I couldn't stop eating it, so that's a positive thing.
One high point for me was my spaghetti bolognese. The spaghetti was homemade, so that was a really good thing, and it tastes really good. So that was definitely a high point for me.
I mean, I didn't really have any high points. I mean, it was kind of cozy, but I just had a bad experience there.
Okay, guys, what was the rating on this restaurant?
My rating on Napa was 6 out of 10.
And I gave Napa a 5 out of 10 points.
And I gave them a 5 out of 10.
Leaving Napa with a total of
16 out of 30 points, and that leaves them with an average 5.3.
So, the next restaurant we tried was a restaurant in Protaras. We were kind of sick and tired of the sun, right, Hugo? We had walked miles, it seemed.
Yeah.
And the boys were starting to get a bit grumpy, I can recall. So we basically picked the nearest restaurant to where we stood. And that restaurant was Avli by Georgios.
Okay, guys, what was the low point on this restaurant?
One low point for me was that I got robbed on one dish. I looked at the menu and I see some spaghetti with seafood. It's like a picture. I saw mussels and shrimps with the spaghetti. So I ordered it. I think it looks nice. So when I got the spaghetti, the shrimps wasn't there. So I got robbed. I was expecting to get the shrimps, but I didn't got them. So that is a low point for me.
One low point for me was the dips. Everywhere we went, we ordered the dips. And we've gotten accustomed by this point to having 5 different dips. But did we get 5 different dips, Hugo?
No, we didn't. The dips we got was hummus and tahini. I mean,
The rest
I
of
think
the...
they were okay, but we also got some potatoes. Some,
and some beetroots.
Yeah, exactly, beetroots.
And
I don't know
olives
why.
in the middle.
Potatoes, it isn't dips, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we can all agree that we were robbed of the 3 dips for sure. One more low point that we can recall now sitting here in Sweden was the garlic bread, huh, Hugo?
Yeah, I remember the garlic bread. The bread of the garlic bread was kind of like Billy's pan pizza. No, but I mean pan pizza. It didn't taste like garlic.
Okay, guys, what was the high points?
Yeah, Milton, this restaurant had a lot of low points, but it had a lot of high points as well. One of them was the halloumi. It was really creamy, and it had like a small crust outside, Hugo.
Yeah, I think it was fried. I would say it was the best halloumi on the whole trip.
For sure. And also, it's strange with halloumi because if you let the halloumi sit a little bit, it gets very chewy and squiggle in your mouth. And this halloumi didn't do that. So me and Hugo, we were amazed.
Yeah, very good cooked or fried.
One high point for me was that we got watermelon after we have eaten.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing. That is a definitely.
I could even ask for more, and they would just bring it to me without any extra cost. Very good.
And also, finally, I got my freshly squeezed orange juice. And it was very fresh, so I was very happy. And I can also recall that they had the best pita bread so far. And also, their shrimp saganaki was delicious. The best shrimp saganaki so far.
Okay, guys, what was the rating on this restaurant?
I gave Avli Taverna a 9 out of 10 points.
I gave Avli Taverna in Protaras a 9 out of 10 points.
And I also gave them a 9 out of 10 points.
And that is a total point of 27 out of 30. And that leaves them with an average of
9.
Okay, guys, what was the low points on this
No, vi
restaurant?
måste börja med restaurang.
Alltså som vanligt säger det. Vänta, vad ska jag säga?
What
Okay.
restaurant did we eat?
What
Okay.
restaurant did you eat at next?
Okay, guys, what was the
the rare. What is the rarest restaurant you did?
Okay. Okay, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, guys, what was the next restaurant you ate at?
Carrosos. No, it was called Carrosos.
Yeah, it was a fish restaurant right by the marina.
Okay, guys, what was the low points?
The low point for me was that everything on the restaurant was wet. The plates was wet, the table was wet, the chairs was wet. It was dropping water from the roof.
Yeah, and there was some kind of bugs everywhere. I mean, it looked like they were dead, but it's still bad. But then I saw some of them were moving. So I don't know. It was unsanitary with bugs on your like, because they were on the plates and on your forks and knives, and that was a definite low point.
Yeah, the staff could have easily gotten rid of that.
Yeah, I mean they could have just like
wipe the table or
the
something.
table. Okay. Okay, and I also ordered some of these fish balls, and I thought they were gonna be like some, I don't know, some like, I thought they were gonna be good. They were not. They tasted like Abba's fish bullar, but fried, and I mean it tasted so bad.
One of the low points for me was the fried feta cheese. I can remember that the crust was basically non-existent, and the cheese was very grainy, funny tasting cheese. So that was a low point for me. One more low point we had was a member of the staff. I don't know his name. Okay, his name is Maxwell. Apparently. Remy, he looked at his sign on the chest. Anyways, Maxwell was very kind to us in the beginning.
No.
What happened after we paid?
After we paid, he went all blank. He was just like, before he was
acting.
Yeah, woo woo, and okay, thank you.
He
I
was
will take your money.
He was acting the whole experience. He was acting like he was service minded, and when we pay, after we have paid, he
went blank.
He went blank.
Yeah,
He was totally a different
gone.
person. The Maxwell.
who we loved was gone.
Okay, guys, did you have any high points?
No. Was there any?
I can't remember any high point for me. I can't remember. So bad was it.
I mean,
Let's
think
give them something. I remember I ordered like a shrimp saganaki or just a saganaki cheese with the tomatoes and stuff, and it actually tasted quite good. Anita,
I mean, the halloumi was okay, but I mean, it was
the dips was okay.
yeah, no. The halloumi was okay, and yeah, that's it. But one high point. It was a good setting of the ocean, even though you couldn't see anything because it was night, but you could hear the waves, and that was okay. That was a high point.
Okay, guys, what rating do you give this restaurant?
I gave them a 5 out of 10.
I also gave them a 5 out of 10.
And I also gave them a 5 out of 10.
That leaves them with a total points of 15 out of.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Bara tal, vad händer med mig?
Han börjar vara bakom kameran. Milton, you can say the total points.
Yeah, okay, it was a total out of...
You can't even make that right. You had one job.
Okay. Milton, you can tell them what was the...
Det är så lillebror. Han bara, okej.
Okay. Milton.
Han kan bara säga det.
Milton, you can tell the viewers what was the...
Låt han bara säga det.
Milton, what was the total point of Carrosos?
15
Do not
out
go
of
eat
30.
there ever again.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, the total points was 15 out of 30. Not very good.
Actually, an average of 5 points.